National Football League is on the air. Today we jump right into this new season with an AFC South matchup between the Indianapolis Colts and the Houston Texans. And we are underway from NRG Stadium in Houston.
This is going to be returned from the middle of the end zone.
Now a crease here as he's past the 30. Up to midfield. 30. 10. He will take this all the way. Touchdown, Texans. So a heck of a start to this, and we haven't even gotten settled in already in the end zone on the opening kickoff.
And you know what happens, too? Now you got to translate what that means, because I think for the team to just score, their defense, I think they'll be more aggressive now. They'll be bolder. They're playing with a lead and an early one and some momentum. So if you're the offensive coordinator on the other side of the field, you'd better be prepared for some heavy pressure coming your way. They're going to try and get another big score and a big one early.
So let's try this again. After the kick return TD, here's yet another kickoff.
Bringing it out of his end zone, Isaiah Rodgers.
And they will wrangle him down a couple yards shy of the 30. Throwing Ryan to start out. And he can't escape the pressure. Ryan goes down.
Multiple players combined for their team's first sack of the game.
It may be cliche, but it is something that holds up over time, doesn't it? If you're the visitors, you don't want to let the crowd in the game early.
Yeah, and that's exactly what they did there. But you said also this defense, they're going to give them a lot of looks like we just saw there, aren't they?
They certainly are. They're a proud unit, and they're going to ride the momentum of this crowd with them, and that's why they got after them early.
Got to hope that's not a sign of things to come as they face an early second and long. Another try after the first down sack. Ryan,
he'll drop this down to Taylor.
And he'll be marked down at the 26 with a gain of 7.
Well, probably that's the start that you want right there. And you know he spent the entire offseason throwing hundreds, I'd probably say thousands of passes, getting ready for that moment. The first throw of the new season. He's dreamed about it, thought about it, and now it's out of the way.
1 for 1. A lot more to go. Oh, a ball batted in the air, and now it's intercepted.
Derek Stingley picks it, and the Texans are going to take possession of the football. Well, we saw plenty of that during his much-heralded college career. He parlayed that into becoming a first-round selection, and now here he is making interceptions in the National Football League.
And this is a guy that has all the physical tools, but the thing that sets him apart is what he's got between his ears. And that's the sixth sense for knowing where the football is going. Just an excellent play there to create the turnover.
Here's Pierce. Is into the end zone. Touchdown, Houston. Well, nothing fancy there, Charles. You have 3 tight ends on the field. They were going to run the football. The defense knew it, but the defense couldn't stop them.
And I haven't met an offensive line yet that doesn't get more satisfaction out of running the football into the end zone than pass protecting. They had determination on their side, and they got it done.
So after the touchdown, here's Fairbairn now to kick it away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Colts come to the line, ready to start their next drive. Well, Charles, it's kind of gut check time. Look, I know it's early, first quarter, just their second drive of the game, but they've already thrown the interception.
given up the score. You're down double digits. They got to figure out something, and pretty quickly here.
No doubt about it. And when we look at that sideline, I'm sure you're observing the same thing I am. I don't like the body language at all. They look like they're in a state of stunned disbelief. So to me, we always talk about someone stepping up and making a big play. I think it would behoove them if multiple guys step up and make big plays right now. They need something positive to happen, and they need for it to happen now.
Being chased out left. And he's left with no option here but to throw it away.
Oh, that's good decision-making right there. Understood down in distance. Knew it wasn't third down, and he still had another opportunity to earn the first down. Good job throwing it away and avoiding an interception.
An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. They go play action with Ryan. Under a heavy rush, and down he goes.
The pressure from multiple guys there as they bury him for a big 9-yard loss.
Well, partners, the first quarter too early to start talking about needing a comeback. They're down 2 touchdowns already, and that sack, that disrupts this drive. They need something to go right on offense, and they need it to happen soon.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. First catch of the new season for him, and he picks up the first.
And that's how you shake off the interception you threw on the opening drive, come back and throw another strike and gain nice yardage. And I give credit to 2 people on this one. The man throwing the ball and the person calling the plays. They're not shutting him down early in this game.
Couple of first downs to kick off the drive. Here's 1st and 10 up at the 46.
Ryan's throw pulled in by Woods.
And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. 25 yards there on the catch and run.
And this has been a nice answer to the touchdown drive against them a few minutes ago because they've come out and reestablished the tempo. A nice throw there, and they're putting together a very strong drive as a response.
On first down, Ryan. A throw on the money there to Doolin.
And they're going to be set up now with the ball at the 13-yard line.
And this was a nice example of an offensive coordinator scheming his guy open. Just a little underneath route, just trying to free up some space, and it worked awfully well. Got him not just space, but plenty of room to run after the catch to pick up really nice yardage.
Give him a coach. Give him a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8.
But not much on that run, Charles.
No, that's exactly the way to execute a run blitz there. They guessed correctly that they would move the ball on the ground, honed in on it, and stopped him. Mark that down for a win in the defense's column.
Escaping the pressure right. This will be caught at about the 6. And he's brought down. His first catch of the game, good for 11 and a first down.
That's a good effort there after the catch. He looked the ball in and then tried to get it to the goal line. What a nice tackle to get him down. But they're set up well now. 1st and goal at the 1.
They'll run here with Taylor. And he takes this one in for a Colts touchdown.
A touchdown run there from a yard out. And the Colts have cut it back within a score.
Chase McLaughlin on for the extra point. And that one makes it 14-7.
Sanchez now, he'll kick it away following the touchdown. This will be brought out from the middle of the end zone. And the decision to come out of the end zone is going to cost him 5 yards as he's taken down right at the 20.
Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going.
And Charles, nothing like squaring off with a division opponent, a division rival in week 1. Do you like that they are matching up this early, or would you prefer a game like this be a few weeks down the road?
I actually like the early matchup for a few reasons, Brandon. First of all, it allows you to see that in the entire offseason and know, hey, right out of the gate, we're playing a division game. Second part is it spreads them out a little bit. If you just have them all bunched up at the end of the year, That's not as much fun watching teams try to survive that gauntlet when you do have injuries down the stretch. And last but not least, let's face it, we're TV people. What a great game to sell right out of the gate.
First down, they go right back to Pierce. And he'll take this ahead for about 4. Second down coming up.
And that was a quality play to start a new set of downs. That was simply an offensive line winning the battle up front and winning it in a big way and giving their guy in the backfield a nice lane to hit.
The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. Here's Mills. And he is going to go down. He will be sacked on the final play of this first quarter. Through one quarter, 14-7 our score. So now after the sack, Mills and the Texans needing to navigate a 3rd and long. Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. And this pass broken up. The contact well timed there, and now 4th down. Now on 4th down, it's Cameron Johnston on to punt it away. And here's Rodgers on the return. It's a 45-yard punt, 6 yards on the return. And the Colts will go on offense here, 1st and 10. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. The last time out, they had to march almost the full length of the field for their touchdown. So here, much easier, Charles, with this better starting field position.
I love your sarcasm, but I love even more your observation because, look, what they did last time out, now with a shorter field, they should have a lot of confidence that they're going to put more points up on the board.
Back to Taylor on 1st down. And a good run here as he'll rumble all the way down to the 40-yard line. That's good for an Indianapolis 1st down on a gain of 10.
Coming in, he really liked his chance of having a big year based on a terrific offseason. And runs like that on opening weekend show that he's right.
Check.
1st and 10, Taylor now. And he gets this to the 35. Good for a gain of 5.
They've created a nice sustained drive off of plays like that. A nice strong run there that keeps them advancing the ball.
The 1st down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5. Play action. It's Ryan. He'll buy some time right. Nothing open downfield, so he'll throw it away.
Well, sometimes an incompletion is the right play. And he showed that he's learned from his earlier interception on that throw. Instead of forcing it, he just tossed it away.
They come up now 3rd and 5 following the incomplete pass.
51.
Now Ryan. And this one complete to Doolin. Oh, he sheds himself free. He's going to have the 1st down and then some. And they move this all the way down to the 9. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
A very important 3rd down conversion right there, because when you're trailing and find yourself this deep in enemy territory, the kicker's not even part of your thought process. You got to make it pay off with 6. Nice connection right there to set up 1st and goal.
To the right side, this is Taylor. And they'll be driven back here, losing yardage to the 10-yard line. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down.
An interesting and intriguing decision there defensively, because they kept extra DBs on the field despite seeing the multiple tight end look that came out for the offense.
I thought they were going to switch out of it. I didn't know if they felt they didn't have time or what the case was.
Well, in any event, the extra speed allowed for great penetration as they stuffed that one behind the line.
Touchdown, Colts! Jonathan Taylor
Already his second touchdown here in this opening weekend. And the Colts are an extra point away now from tying this ball game. Extra point by McLaughlin is up and good. And we are tied at 14. This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. From a yard or two deep, here comes a return. And he's able to get this across the 20, but not by... Down officially at the 21. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. And that 14-0 lead to begin the ball game, well, that's gone now. Time to regroup.
I think even up 2 touchdowns, they knew this wasn't going to be a walk in the park, and I think that's why we would see the head coach going up and down the sidelines telling his team, let's stay with it, let's keep going. It's almost like he knew they were going to make their run at him, and they have. As you said, let's see if they can regroup and get going again.
Successful start to the drive, 17 yards, and moves the sticks. From all the way up at the 38 now after a good start to the drive. A first down throw from Mills. He'll get this into the hands of Nico Collins. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. Another big gain or 2 in succession as this one goes for 32.
That's a real nice job right there, working the middle of the field, working against those safeties. And you know, partner, if you get your hips turned the wrong way, big plays can result.
And a big play resulted right there. So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30. 1st and 10, it's Pierce. And he'll get this just inside the 30-yard line.
Well, that call makes sense because they've been throwing it well on this drive, and once again they show passing formation, showing the shotgun. Then they ran out of it. That's a nice play by them defensively, though, to hold it to a short gain.
And Pierce gets it again on 2nd down. And he'll get this one down to about the 27. 1:57 to go in this first half on EA Sports. They got to get it to the 21 here on third down. Throwing, Mills. And that is incomplete.
Today's NFL, these big guys are featured receivers. They move them all over the place to try and find good matchups, and they had one. They were just unable to complete the pass.
Mills to the sideline, and out now is Kaimi Fairbairn for the Houston field goal try.
From the right hash, this from 44 yards out. Fairbairn able to put this one through, and they take a 17-14 lead.
So they're able to end that drive with 3 points in this one-possession ball game.
And ideally, you want to end every drive with points. Most quarterbacks would tell you, let's end it with a kick, right? A PAT, that's number one. Field goal you'll take. Punts, you really don't want to do that. In this case, they'll take the field goal and get prepared for the rest of the game.
The Colts come to the line, ready to start their next drive.
The offense running out, and they are charged up, ready to go after reaching the end zone on their last drive.
And normally I'd warn against getting complacent just because they scored the last time out. But I don't think there's any worries with this group right now. This is a hungry group, and they want to keep building off of their last drive. Now they just want the officials to hurry up and place the ball so they can snap it and get back to work.
They run once more with Taylor.
Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be second down.
Consecutive positive runs for him on the last 2 snaps. He certainly appears to be trying to put the offense on his back and just move them down the field when his number is called. The way he's running it, I keep going back to him.
After the pickup of 5, here's second and 5.
From the gun, it's Taylor.
And he'll get it down here to the 43. The Colts going to use the first of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half.
For a lot of guys playing this game, there's no better feeling than running right through a tackle. He's able to lower his center of gravity and churn his legs for a really nice pickup.
Off the option, here's Taylor.
And some room to run now. Touchdown, Indianapolis.
Jonathan Taylor
on his way to a monster game. 3 first-half touchdowns.
And the Colts will take the lead here in the final minute of the first half.
Extra point by McLaughlin is up and good. And that will make this a 4-point game.
Sanchez now, he'll kick it away following the touchdown. Taken at the goal line. And he'll be tackled just shy of the 25.
Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going.
A slim deficit here in a one-possession game. Not much time left, obviously. We'll see if they can march this down the field, at least get 3 and take some momentum into the locker room.
And he'll just push his way forward for a few as the clock will run.
Ball at the 26, 2nd and 7. On play action, Mills.
And that's going to be incomplete. 12 seconds left.
Well, to me, there is no question about the intent there, and I think he was a little fortunate that the penalty flag didn't come out for grounding. But he'll get away with it and get another shot on 3rd down.
They head to the line facing a 3rd and 7 following the incompletion on 2nd down.
Now Mills. Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Julian Blackmon. And the Colts are going to take possession of the football.
That, Charles, the first interception he's thrown here in year number 2.
And I know it's just the first one, but didn't it feel like what we saw from him last year, where he was plagued by this type of a play? And they thought that, you know, over the offseason, going into a second season, some of that would go away. Thus far, still looks a lot like his rookie year.
So they get the turnover in plus territory. The drive stalls out, but still able to get 3 out of that.
Yeah, we were able to see an offense and a defense kind of mix and match with each other, didn't we? Both of them trying to make sure that they have the upper hand and the advantage. Offense trying to get to the end zone. Defense, of course, trying to hold them to a field goal attempt. And it wasn't a guaranteed lock 3 from where they started. So, you know, the offense has to be happy to come away with those 3 points.
Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth, ready for quarter number 3. We'll see if week 1 fatigue becomes any kind of a factor as we are back underway in the second half. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Colts come to the line, ready to start their next drive. And they've got the lead. CD, what do you think the message was at halftime?
I don't think the message was too drastic, I think, at the half, or that they need to change things too much. I do think the offensive line could play a little bit better. And I think they'll try and help them out more. They'll probably keep a tight end in a few more times and maybe add a running back to the formation to pick up those pass rushers, because they probably allowed a few too many sacks for comfort in the first half.
They'll break the huddle, come up on 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line. Ryan.
And, he's unable to hold on to that defensively. A potential game changer, but it falls incomplete.
Oh, man, that was close. The opportunity to change momentum, big play, right in his hands, unable to come down with it.
A sigh of relief, no doubt, on offense that fell harmlessly to the ground. So the failure to connect on 2nd down, that leaves them staring up here at a 3rd and 8. Here's Ryan. Able to find his man, Woods. And they've got it well across midfield, down to the 40 before it's all said and done. A very nice pickup of 33 yards.
You get a rookie tight end who can run like this, it just gives this offense a different dimension than they've had. It's going to be fun to watch his development and how this offense expands as this season moves along.
So the big play moves him all the way across midfield to the 40 now for 1st and 10. Now Ryan.
Now this will be swung out wide for Taylor. And they're going to get this down to about the 37.
I know it was a gain, but you have to sense probably a little bit of disappointment there, because when it's out there in open space, I think they expect to get more out of a play, don't you?
Especially when you're getting it to your guy out of the backfield. You're expecting him to be able to create something, be a little more shifty.
Yeah, no doubt about it. Good open field tackling. Held it to an okay gain.
Throwing again on 2nd down, but this time it's incomplete.
Different pass rushes are designed for different things. Sometimes you want to keep the quarterback in the pocket. Sometimes you want him to flush. I don't know exactly how this one was designed, but they made sure they moved him to his right. He got out of the pocket. Unfortunately for him, he was hit as he tried to throw the ball, and that resulted in an incompletion.
He'll get this one to Pittman.
And he's going to be taken down with another 1st down as the stop's made at the Texans' 26. Just his 2nd catch of the game so far. This one moves the chains.
They give to Taylor out of the gun.
And they've got it in the red zone now, down at about the 19.
113 yards for him on the ground now, as he has been terrific here this afternoon.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown, because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
A 2nd down pass play there, but it's incomplete.
After that throw, and it was definitely one that he would love to have back. I wonder what's going through his head? I wonder what kind of mind game he's playing with himself to get himself back on track. Because a lot of guys, that's what they do. They have little triggers that when the mechanics are off or if they make a bad throw, that they go to that place to get the...
He rifles one that's intercepted. And the Texans will have solid field position here as they take over at their 45-yard line. So it was a drive that had real promise here to begin the third quarter, but ultimately derailed by the INT.
And that was the position you wanted to be in. Coming out to start this third quarter, get a nice drive going, looking for the end zone. Possibly got a little bit too greedy right there.
On the ground, it's Pierce to begin the drive. And just no chance of turning the corner. He can only get back to the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 10 coming up. Looked like he was trying to bounce it outside, but no success.
Yeah, sometimes you got to just figure out where you're going to go, and sometimes you just have to take it to another spot. In trying to get it outside, the defensive pursuit was there and just ran him down.
And Pierce gets it again on 2nd down. And they're well past midfield, just a yard or two shy of the 40. They get 14 on that one. Good for a Houston first down.
Sometimes it's hard to believe, but there are times this game is about patience, isn't it? Has had the game he expected, but that run there, that may get him going.
I was just going to say, maybe that gives him a little juice, because you're right, he struggled, especially in that first half.
Yeah, and I know the great ones always think to themselves, just hang in there. I'm just one big carry away from busting this open. That's a good start for him. I see a shake of the head as he gets up, and you've got to imagine he's thinking, guys, you got to help me out. He's hoping his team can read his thoughts because he definitely needs some assistance.
On 2nd and 12, Mills. Over the middle, that's caught by Mechie. And they're going to get this down to about the 37.
I always laugh when people say, what's the toughest route to defend? And I'm like, any of them, especially if it's a good receiver. That makes things very difficult. But when you're running a drag route, something short, shallow, going through defenders, using guys almost as screens in order to get open, that makes things tough for guys trying to get to the football.
To throw, Mills. Open man is Mechie, and he's got him. And all the way inside the 15 before they drop him. Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another first down.
That's a play that'll likely be forgotten when you talk about big moments in this game. But plays like this are critical to keep drives going. And if points result, we'll call this play significant.
Oh, they're going to run a little pop pass here. And he is going to lose yardage here. Well, I think the hope is, with a touch pass like that, maybe you catch the defense off guard, but they were all over that one.
And it is the kind of play that works better against certain defenses, and this clearly was the wrong one to run into. Really nice job getting him down behind the line of scrimmage.
Off the play fake, Mills. Swings this one out wide for Pierce. And they're going to be set up now with the ball at the 13-yard line.
Caught that look from you there, partner. I think we're on the same page on that one. Just his first catch. I think we both thought he'd be a little more active in the passing game. Let's see if that's the start of them trying to get the ball to him a little bit more here in the second half.
Here comes the 8th play of the drive, and they need a full 10 yards on 3rd down. They go play action. Mills. And he'll take this one in for a Texans touchdown. John Mechie with his first career NFL touchdown. And the Texans are an extra point away from tying this ball game here in the final moments of the third quarter. Extra point by Fairbairn, up and good. And that will tie us at 24. And they won't be able to run another play. Time has expired. Nothing separating these two sides. 24 all our score as he sends this one away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. Well, they just gave up the score to tie it. That's the bad news. The good news, plenty of time in this fourth quarter to try to grab that lead back. Well, somehow he was able to sidestep that first tackler, but still hit and taken down behind the line.
I like the strategy. Extra tight ends, extra beef. They want to run the football, but that means they probably want to run it inside. If you get strung out on the perimeter, you're in peril.
Yeah, we saw the result, negative yardage. So the opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12. Again, it's Taylor. And some room to work. 138 yards rushing for him now as he has been tremendous all day long.
Another carry for their leader and a good one. It's crunch time. They'll need him to continue to be productive in both the run and passing game in order for them to try and snatch a victory.
A give for Taylor running right side. He'll take this to the 46.
I feel like I could see what he was thinking on that carry. Wanted to follow that big tackle through the hole. Ended up only getting 4 yards on the carry. I think he had designs on that one being bigger.
Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. Now a handoff. Taylor with it. And he's got some space here. And he'll cross over out of bounds right at the 25. That's good for 21 yards and a first down. You know, I have a pretty good friend, Charles Davis, who tells me that when he sees plays like that, strong runs to the right, reminds him of the 1960s Green Bay Packers.
Boy, those were the days back when the fullback actually carried the ball as well as blocked. Then you had a halfback. You had pulling guards, guys who could get out and run. And you can hear the great coach saying it back then. So we get a seal here and a seal here, and we run this play right in the alley. So it looks like they still have some fight in them on this series because it seemed like things were headed for the red zone. But if this defense gets 2 more stops, they can keep them out of that area.
Hey, 59, ready. 54, stop.
On 2nd down, it's Taylor. They do get a yard there, but only a yard. Leaves them with 3rd and 9 looming.
Whenever we talk about the big, strong safeties, one word constantly comes up, and that's instincts. Being able to diagnose run or pass and make the appropriate moves.
He crashed down hard there. He was ready for that run play. The Colts on 3rd down. They've converted 4 times out of 6. Not bad. This is 3rd and 9. Now it's Ryan. Got his man complete over the middle. That's Taylor. And he's going to be taken down with another first down as the stop's made at the Texans' 12-yard line. Indianapolis moving the chains there on a gain of 12.
And partner, in a tie game in the fourth quarter, you and I both know in the NFL, that's when you lean on your stars. And he came through with a nice catch right there.
Here's a 3rd-year man from Utah, Zach Moss. They'll get this down inside the 10 for a pickup of about 3.
This has been an up-and-down, back-and-forth type of a game, hasn't it? Maybe this long drive could take a little bit of the wind out of their sails, kind of settle things down a little bit.
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7.
Hey, quick lane.
Up the middle, here's Taylor. And he'll take this from the 9 down to about the 7. Now, what's the thinking here? Because a touchdown would be nice, but you've ensured yourself a chance of 3 in the lead, so how worried are you about the 6?
You're not very worried about it if you're confident in your kicker. And if you got a kicker who can put it through the post, you feel really good about trying to bleed that clock down. In an ideal scenario, your kicker puts it through the post as the clock hits zeros.
Getting down to the good stuff. All tied with 2 minutes remaining on EA Sports. One of the bigger plays in the game thus far, and the crowd getting into it as we come up on a big third down. They go to the ground again with Taylor. He didn't get the touchdown, but he did get the first down as he's tackled at the 1.
172 yards rushing for him now as his sensational afternoon continues.
A game-winning field goal would be a chip shot from here. Let's see how they play it on 1st and goal.
They'll look to run with Taylor.
And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line.
When we say the game's on the line, I don't think we're overstating it here. These next few plays could very well decide this one. Advantage defense there on 1st and goal as they're able to get in and force the loss on that play.
51, stop!
On the handoff, this is Taylor. And he gets halfway there down to the 1-yard line. Now the Texans will use one of their 2 remaining timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next.
A big play if you think about it right now in this season opener. It's 3rd and goal. They'll try and run. Taylor.
No gain on the play, and what to do now on 4th and goal.
But defensively, that's a nice stop there on 3rd down here in the 4th quarter. Now, offensively, kicking the field goal, taking the lead, right?
It certainly appears that way, doesn't it? Especially since you got stopped on the previous play. But if you've got something you really like, something that you've practiced all week, and you think, hey, this is the time to use it, this is the play, I wouldn't be deterred. I would gamble a little bit and go for it right now.
Try to punch it in with Taylor. And that's a touchdown as they've broken our tie here in the final minute of the 4th.
I don't know how many more of these my heart can take, my man. I just don't know. Another big touchdown late in the game. They look like they're in control, but still, there's a chance. Block the extra point, go down and score, kick the extra point themselves. They can pull this one out.
Yeah, but also on the sideline that just took the lead, you got to get your defense ready and the special teams unit for the kickoff coming up.
Yeah, you're exactly right. Got to pull everyone together and make sure they're still focused and aren't already celebrating a win.
Now on the return, oh no, the ball is loose. Unfortunately, he's able to recover himself, but the clock's still rolling here.
I didn't do this in college, but I did it in high school.
And I believe the referee's been buzzed. Yeah, they want to take another look at this call, and it's certainly a big one here late in a tight game. So that one overturned. They say the knee was down, and that will not be ruled a fumble. Mills back to throw.
And he can't get a throw away. He's taken down.
Quiddy Pay
in there to get him once again. That's 2 sacks for him now here on opening day.
Well, there's still time to rectify this situation because the silver lining, they took a sack on 1st and goal. But that close to the goal line, that still definitely hurts.
Now a desperation throw deep downfield.
And the comeback may stall out. It's intercepted. And the Colts have just about sewn up this football game.
They set themselves behind the chains, tried to get it all back in one play, and it backfired.
Didn't it feel like a pitcher working his way into a 3-0 count, right? You're behind. What do your coaches always tell you? get it back one pitch at a time. In this case, they tried to get it back right away, and it didn't work out.
Well, this was not just the opener of a brand new season, but this was a division game here in week 1. And to come through with a 1-0 start against a division opponent gives you a little something extra heading forward for the rest of the season.
Yeah, let's pile it all into one game, right? Opening the season, and you open within the division. You knew the motivation was going to be there on both sidelines. One just executed better and earned the win.
So for Indianapolis, it was a hard-fought game, and they'll exit 1-0 as they win by